Hi everyone, in today's speed build I'm building a house designed for the 100 baby challenge. If you're not familiar with what the 100 baby challenge is, it's a challenge in The Sims 4 where you create a matriarch and you have that sim have 100 babies and they all have to be with a different father and or parent, because you can make females you are able to have the females impregnate other females in The Sims depending on how you make the character. So yeah, so each child is supposed to have a different parent, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but if you actually want to look it up, there's a lot of information on it. You just have to Google it. But my friend here on YouTube, Simoleons, he has a series of his 100 baby challenge, and I was watching his latest episode that he uploaded a couple days ago, and he was talking about how he wanted to kind of downsize the house that he was in because I guess it just ended up being too big for the way he likes to play the game. So I decided to try to build a house because a lot of people do build houses for the challenge. So I wanted to try it because I've never done that before, and I actually did try the 100 baby challenge for a few months about a year ago, but I never finished, and it was before I actually really started building houses regularly. So when I did mine, like, the house I built was horrible, but yeah, so I wanted to try to build a house that was better, and it was designed for the challenge. And I also did it. I built this house based on what Simoleons was saying that he wanted for his house. So he said that he wanted each child to have their own bedroom. So that's why with this speed build, I started off like creating the rooms first, and then creating the house like around the floor plan, as opposed to normally when I create my houses, I do like the entire exterior of the house, and then I go in and just try to create a floor plan from the shape of the house I made. But this house was designed based on the bedrooms and like where I was gonna, put the living room and kitchen and dining room and everything. So I thought of all of that, like I made the floor plan as I created the house, so yeah. And then there was also he said he wanted, like, apart from them each having their own bedroom, he said that he wanted a big empty wall to put all of the birth certificates of the babies. And so I end up, the hallway that I create downstairs to lead to the master bedroom and the 3 toddlers bedrooms, I raised the level of the walls specifically to give more wall space for the birth certificates. And I also end up putting a couple of birth certificates on that wall just to indicate that that's what the wall is for. And then he also said that he wanted a wall space for pictures, because I guess when he has his children age up in his 100 baby challenge house or whatever, he has the mom take a picture with each child. So he wanted a wall where he can display the pictures of all of the children with the mom. And so I end up doing that upstairs, like in the activity space that I put upstairs. I have like a kind of blank wall. It's like the wall with some of the bedroom doors. And I put some empty picture frames on that wall to also indicate there that that's what that wall is for. So there was I couldn't remember if there was anything else that he said in particular about what he wanted. I probably should have made notes when I was watching his video, but like for everything that he said that he was kind of looking for in a house, I was, just trying to remember it, like marking it in my head, like, okay, I have to have this, I have to have that. But there was something that he was saying about pomegranates, about the matriarch making money somehow with pomegranates. And I don't really remember exactly what the deal was with that, but I just put like a gardening area outside in the backyard, but you'll see that like at the very end of the video. So I just gave, I just wanted to make sure there was like some gardening stuff for him if he actually used this house. But of course I don't completely expect him to use this house. But I did want to kind of take into consideration what somebody likes that does play the 100 baby challenge, so that I could try to, you know, create a house that maybe other people would want to use if they are doing the challenge. And I know personally for me, when I was trying to do my 100 baby challenge, I think that I was also trying to fashion what I would have liked when I was playing my game. So I was trying to incorporate that here with the layout. And I also don't like to use houses that are super big, because I don't like having to constantly like move the camera angle and everything when I'm playing. So I mean, it's been a while since I've actually played the game honestly, but when I do play, I kind of choose like one kind of angle to look at the house from, and I barely change that angle. Like I just try to have it like all of the house visible in one kind of view, and I just, click on everything from that view. I don't like having to constantly turn or move the camera, or I don't know, there's a word I'm trying to think of right now, but I can't think of it. But I just don't like having to constantly move back and forth from one side of the house to the other. So that's what also was, steering my direction as far as the floor plan of this house. And I didn't want it to be too big, but I also didn't want it to be really cramped. So, I put the living room and kitchen and dining room kind of all in one big open space, so that there's not so many walls in the way, and it could make gameplay a little bit easier. And also it gives them more space, but at the same time, the rooms aren't super huge and separated, so there's not a whole lot of moving around you have to do when you're playing the game. And then for the bedrooms, so I made the bedrooms, I put 3 toddler bedrooms, and I put them downstairs with the master bedroom, because when you're playing the game, like, toddlers can be such a hassle. And I didn't put any high chairs in the dining area though, because honestly the high chairs are just, they're such a problem when it comes to trying to feed the toddlers, because you only have like the adults that can put the toddlers in and out of the high chairs to feed them, and a lot of the times the toddlers just like throw their food instead of, especially if they're like fussy or whatever, they'll just throw their food instead of eating it, and then you have to give them a new bowl of food or whatever, and it's just really annoying. So I never put high chairs, even if there's going to be toddlers in the house, or at least for me when I'm playing. So I didn't bother putting any high chairs here either. And in each bathroom downstairs there is a toddler potty seat, and then upstairs there's also 3 bathrooms, but I only put a toddler seat in one of them, because the other 2 bathrooms are en suites from the teenagers' rooms. So downstairs are 4 bedrooms and upstairs are 4 bedrooms, and there's also 3 bathrooms on the bottom floor and the top floor. But downstairs, the bathroom that's off of the living room is pretty much for everyone to use. And then the other bathroom that's for everyone to use is also the laundry room. But you'll see that pretty soon as I'm furnishing everything. And then the other bathroom downstairs is the master bathroom. But yeah, so upstairs is 2 teenagers' rooms and then 2 children's rooms. But at the same time, children and teenagers can sleep in the same size bed, so you don't really have to limit, the children to being in certain rooms or anything like that. You could just have them choose, or pick a room for any child or teen and keep them in that room until they age up out of the house. So, but I just wanted to kind of show that they are for different age groups, And so I did make 2 rooms look a little bit more grown up looking, and then the other 2 kids' rooms are more bright and childish looking. So, I just thought it'd be fun to just kind of indicate with the furniture that this is a house for pretty much all age groups, And then, and to be honest, I don't really care for how I designed the bathrooms much. Like, it's kind of weird because I put so much thought and effort into creating like the color schemes like for the rest of the house and the bedrooms and everything, but for the bathrooms I was just kind of over it. And I just kind of put whatever in the bathrooms, just so that it matched enough, but I wasn't really so concerned. And I tried to create layouts that worked well, and I tried to make sure that everything would be playable and not get in the way of each other and stuff. But I honestly didn't put a whole lot of effort when it came to decorating the bathrooms. And then for the toddlers rooms, I did the same layout for all 3 toddlers rooms, and I used the exact same furniture in each one. I just changed the swatches of them, of like each item in each bedroom, because I mean, the toddlers don't really need a whole lot of stuff anyway. They don't need a whole lot of room. And I was trying to make each toddler's bedroom, or actually all of the kids' bedrooms, I tried to make them as kind of gender neutral as possible. So I didn't use, you know, too much pink in any one room, or too much blue, or, well, in the teenagers room and the kids room, I think there's quite a bit blue, but I tried to use it in a way that it didn't look gender specific. So you can see that mostly in the toddlers' bedrooms. I just tried to use a lot of different pastel tones of like purple and yellow and some orange, some green, green, pink, blue, but just in small bits. And then I really love the way the master bedroom came out, though, because I used the bed, of course, as the starting point for the rest of the furniture in the bedroom, which is usually what I do. And I love that bed is yellow, pink, and purple. And so I use that as the starting point to picking everything else in the bedroom. And I really love the way this master bedroom came out, because I mean, I love these colors in general, but them together, I feel like it works so well together. And so I put like a little corner with 2 bassinets, because, you know, since it's the 180 challenge, like she will be having babies like all the time. And so I wanted to have the babies close to her, because she has to wake up anytime they wake up to crying. And, you know, so even though there's 7 bedrooms for the kids, they still have to start out as babies, and then from there they go to toddlers, and then children, you know, so no matter what, she has space for all of the kids, no matter which age group they are. And I only put 3 toddlers rooms because honestly, you don't want to have to take care of more than 3 toddlers at a time, because toddlers are a handful in the game. So, but you know, at least that way, like, if she has 3 toddlers at any given time, like once one ages up and then she has another baby or something, she still has 2 toddlers rooms that are taken and whatever. So, but yeah, anyways, so when I'm doing the master bathroom downstairs, I was trying to go for a really fun color scheme and trying to make it somewhat youthful too, but I'm not really happy with it either. It's just, I don't know, there's just something about the bathrooms in this house. It wasn't working for me. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me when I was creating the bathrooms in this house, but pretty much every bathroom is just kind of like meh to me. And I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know, like, especially when I was trying to take the screenshots of the house, like for the screenshots at the end of this video, when I went to take the screenshots of the bathrooms, I was just kind of like, like, I was so let down. Like, I couldn't really get it at an angle, and I think that's what it is. I think I'd probably like the bathrooms more if I was able to get good screenshots of them, I guess. But just with the layout of the bathroom, like how it was, it's like any angle I went at to try to take a picture of it, it just didn't look that great or something. I don't know. And I mean, I'm very, you know, picky about that kind of thing too, so I don't know. It just bothers me that the bathrooms don't look better to me in the screenshots, especially. But anyways, back to the build. So upstairs I created like an activity space, or like, this is pretty much like the skill building area. Like, I have music instruments and a bookshelf in one area. I have like the photography stuff and video making area for the matriarch, because I think he has her, I think Simoleons has his matriarch make videos and stuff for YouTube to make money, or I don't know if they call it for YouTube or whatever, but in the game, you know, they can do stuff like that. And then there's also like the exercise equipment and yoga pad and meditation seat thing. And so, you know, it's like an all around like skill building area. And then I also end up putting, what's it called? A painting easel, and then like just a little space there so that there's an artistic area too. And then you know, I changed the wall color upstairs so many times. I think that, I mean, this is what I ended up choosing, but I don't know if you noticed, but I changed it I don't know how many times because I could not decide on the color. I don't know, like I just wanted the top floor to be different and really fun looking, but and honestly I still don't know if I like how it turned out. But I started working on the bathrooms for the two teenagers. They were very basic. They're pretty much the exact same thing. They're the exact same furniture, just different swatches. I made one like warmer tone and then one cool tone because like I said, I was just like over the whole bathrooms, like decorating in this house, and I was just trying to fill the bathrooms and, you know, just so that there's like little en-suites for the teenagers. And I wanted them to have their own bathroom because especially when you're playing the game and you have so many kids to take care of, if they're only sharing like 2 or 3 bathrooms, it's a mess. Like it's crazy because if one's still taking a shower, then the other one can't use the bathroom because they're, you know, like, oh, privacy, whatever. And so it would drive me absolutely insane having, you know, 6 or 7 kids that you're trying to make get ready for school or whatever, and one's taking too long in the bathroom. So it's just, yeah, even in the game, like it gets crazy like that. So, you know, I just wanted to have enough bathrooms that it would be easier for the kids to get their needs done and whatever. But as you can see here, I'm working on one of the teenagers' rooms. So like I said, I tried to use like colors that together would give a kind of gender neutral look to it, I guess. So there's the orange and turquoise and white in this teenager's room, and then the other room is like yellow and navy blue and just touches of red because I, you know, like I feel like with both of the teenagers' rooms, like you could seriously put either a boy or a girl in either room. So although I would say that the dark blue and yellow room is probably, you know, leaning more towards boyish, and then the orange room leans more towards girlish, but at the same time it doesn't really matter. And then with the kids' rooms, it's the same thing. Like I use a lot of like green and yellow and blue and everything, but I try to do it in a way that it wouldn't be considered a boys' room or a girls' room if somebody were to just look at it, you know. And again, in this bathroom, so this one bathroom between the two kids' rooms is meant to be for them to share, and so I did use more fun, youthful colors in that bathroom just because it's the kids' bathroom. But of course anyone can use the bathroom when you're actually playing the game. But I just use like teal and green and pink in that bathroom, and again I just like kind of threw things in there just because I was totally done doing bathrooms in this house. But I really love the way the kids' rooms came out, honestly. Like I just normally I don't really care to decorate or like to design the kids' rooms, but for some reason, like in this house, I just felt so inspired to do the kids' rooms, and I really enjoyed the way they came out. I love the colors of things I used. I love the combination of furniture that I used in these rooms, and I think it's because I was so focused on making it a kid-friendly build that I really liked making everything, you know, I guess, I don't know, it just like more colorful and youthful. I think it all works well in the end. So let's see. Oh, and then I also, wait, did I show already? Yeah, I think it already showed when I was putting the empty picture frames on that one wall in the activity area. So that is for like all of the pictures of the mom with the kids and everything. And then I didn't do much with the yard up to this point because I was still trying to figure out what the heck I was going to do with it. But you'll see me go and once I'm finished this bedroom, I think that's it for the inside. And then I go to the outside and I start working on the yard. I actually didn't do a whole lot of landscaping for this house because it did take me a long time, and I didn't want to worry about changing up the landscaping too much. But I do change this front area that I originally did because I thought it looked way too stiff, and I hate that. I like things to look more natural and like less structured when I'm doing these builds. So I completely took away those rows of flowers that look like, you know, uniform, like all like super uniform and straight. I hate that. So I ended up kind of changing up the bushes in the front, and then I put bicycles in the front, and I love this because I feel like it really shows, you know, that there's kids living in this house, first of all, but I also end up kind of like putting trails, like little very slight dirt trails around the yard, because I wanted to kind of indicate that there's tracks from them riding their bikes around the yard a lot. And so that's why I put those kind of, and then I also put like some on the side of the yard. You'll see that like at the very end. But I just, you know, want to show that the kids ride their bikes around the yard and everything. And so they, of course, the grass wouldn't look perfect if they're always riding their bikes around. So yeah. And then I just put like a little playground area, or I don't know if you'd call that playground. I put the monkey bars and the swing set. I put a little area for the toddlers with the pool and the sandbox. And then I put a basketball court, or like half of one anyway. And then I have the gardening stuff on the side at the very end. But that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this build. Be sure to check out Simoleons and his episodes of the 100 Baby Challenge. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!